Welcome to my channel. I am Bee from Thermitucker, a local consultant in Australia, helping you get the most out of your Thermomix. So today in my kitchen, I will be making Basil Pesto, a great addition to your kitchen. And I'll tell you why, because you can actually prepare this and have it stashed inside your freezer and add it to any dish that you'll be making. An example is a soup, a stew, anything that will be a wet ingredient base. So anything where you're wanting to add a little bit of or extra boost of flavor, and this is a wonderful thing to have stashed in your freezer. It does last for about 3 months. So if you know that that's going to be coming up in your menus, just pop a batch of this inside your freezer so that you can then take out those ice cubes worth of that and pop that into your dish, and you will see a great increase of flavor in your meal. So let's get started today. It is very easy to make pesto. We don't need to go and buy it in a jar from the store because it is really such a basic recipe to make at home. So let's call that up. It's on our Thermomix screen. It's the basic Basil Pesto. You can substitute and use other flavors if you would like. So for example, if you really enjoy pesto made with parsley, you can absolutely substitute that. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is add in some Parmesan cheese. If you don't have dairy, you can skip this part out totally, and you can add in at the end of the recipe some nutritional yeast. So that would be a good addition. All right, so 80 grams of that goes in, and we're just going to chop that up pretty quickly, and that will be 15 seconds, speed 10. I think it will be less, most probably 10. So I'll be back. It definitely finished before the 10. So all good. We'll just skip on over to the next part. Optional, 1 clove of garlic. I won't be adding that today like I normally do. And then also adding in the next ingredient. So I'm just going to grab that from the fridge, and that is 30 grams worth of your pine nuts. Now, if you do not have pine nuts, don't worry about that. You can substitute with any nuts that you do have. So walnuts, cashew nuts, peanuts even I've used before. So 30 grams worth of pine nuts. I do actually keep mine inside the fridge because obviously I live in Queensland and it's very humid. That will keep the oils in the nuts. So just a little tip for you there. Then adding in our basil, 80 grams worth. So I actually cleaned mine up on the weekend, and I realized that I didn't make it soon enough, so they've started to discolor, but that's okay, not a problem. And then adding in your oil. So it calls for 150 grams worth of extra virgin olive oil. You can use the oil that you prefer. It doesn't have to be extra virgin. I have actually used grapeseed oil before in this recipe. So all we're going to do now is add in half a teaspoon of some salt, just to give it a bit of flavor, and then we're gonna mix this up. So that is 20 seconds, speed 7. Then I'm just going to check to see the consistency. It does say serve immediately, so I'm just going to double check. I'm very happy with that. So that's exactly what pesto looks like. You'd see it inside the jar at the store. So It smells super delicious. So if you would like to, it does actually say on there, if you'd like to make sure that you want to make this ahead of time and store it inside your fridge, you can. All you need to do is make sure that you put some olive oil on top of that, just so it doesn't discolor. But that's a great addition to have inside your freezer so that you can boost any of your meals that you're planning ahead of time, and definitely to make sure that you can have some extra umami flavor. Your family will come back to you and say, hey, there's something different about your dish. What is it? Just use a couple of ice cubes, most probably 2 or 3, depending on how big your ice cubes are, and pop that in your dish, as well as using it for all the other options that we usually use basil for, but that's a great little hint and tip for you. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and let me know if I can help you in any way with your Thermomix, or if you'd like to have a Thermomix on your kitchen bench. I am Bea from Thermitucker. Do take care till next time. Bye.